Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, everybody? So this is another update. This update took about 40 hours of straight coding. This was definitely not an easy task. But what I would like to do is I would like to introduce you to the brand new mobile version of the quantum chart. That's right. You heard that correctly. So if you go ahead and scroll down, you'll see the advanced Al Stock Trades terminal here. I want you to scroll past that, right? And I want you to go specifically for the advanced Al Stock Trades mobile terminal. It's going to be the third link, which is right here, the third button. You're going to go ahead and click on the Quantum Software Mobile Terminal. And now what you do is, at the palm of your hands now, you have access to the most highly sophisticated quantum technical analysis terminal in the market. And we redefined this whole coding sequence. I had to recode everything, and the whole user interface has completely changed because there's a lot of quantitative Monte Carlo sequence simulations that are running. We're talking 25,000. And unfortunately, we're running into an issue by porting this work onto your devices, like your desktops. Now we absorb that. We absorb that quantitative model. So you can go ahead and you can burn our GPUs and our CPUs because it won't affect your device anymore. Meaning that now you have access to all the analytical research, but the cloud is going to be handling all that research for you. So let me show you what this is. So automatically you see Apple's entered. Now you have access to be able to look at the hour chart, right? Graph support and resistant lines. Remove them and add Fibonacci lines. Go ahead and add analyst price targets by clicking the button. You get a high target, median target, consensus, and low target. These are analyst price targets. You could go ahead and reset it. You could go to the analysis here and run a Monte Carlo. And immediately you have access to what the Monte Carlo is showing you with its histogram. And you could show the full table on the palm of your phone and your hands, literally. You could go ahead and reset the graph and then do a advanced technical analysis breakdown to see what it looks specifically for that given chart you're looking at. Likewise, you can go ahead and look at the Monte Carlo all sequences by looking and running 25,000 sequences and giving you a table of a bear, base, and bull regarding the price stock projection of Apple. Furthermore, you can go ahead also run an advanced technical analysis section, which then gives you a point-based system, which shows you a bullish score of 3 and a bear score of 2. That's not all, folks. Now you have access to looking at the fundamentals. Now you can look at institutional ownership graphs in a very sleek and beautiful design. You could go ahead and flip on its side, and it automatically goes ahead and reorientates itself in a very professional-like manner. And beautiful part about this is you can go ahead and flip it back on here and it automatically integrates seamlessly. Now, of course, it's showing up differently on the computer screen. Right now, I'm on the computer and importing it, but it's even more smoother on the phone, given that I'm connecting it through a wire system. Now, beautifully, you can go ahead and score it now. And you can see the overall score for Apple is 4-5, with the Bears winning. You could go ahead and look at what's going on specifically with Apple here, or you can look at the past 25 years and see how it's performed. You can track it by looking at the exact numbers. Likewise, we can exit and go specifically for the analyst estimates and looking exactly what analysts are looking at when regards to Apple. You can flip it on its side and then go in and check analyst estimate graphs. You could then flip it back and then exit out. And beautiful part is you go ahead and click on this and it'll immediately remove the ticker. So you can go ahead and put your CLOV ticker, right? You can search any stocks. We have access to 44 country stock markets, over 60 plus stock markets worldwide. You could go ahead and take a look at the hourly chart. Then look at your support and resistance lines for Clover Health. Look at your Fibonacci lines. You can look at the day Then you could do support and resistance lines. That 296. Let's see, it's going to hold. Ladies and gentlemen, and better yet, let me show you a powerful feature that you're not going to believe. Let's go ahead and click on the document side here on the upper right. You click on this and it goes ahead and generates a report. This is the most comprehensive report you'll find online. This is hedge fund level style report. And it generates it to you with a snap of a finger. I'm not going to send it to anyone now. I don't want to bother Michelle. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel it. And I'm going to just show you how it looks like. Look at this beautiful, sleek design. Confidential equity research report. And it gives you the date and the year it was generated. You could go ahead and scroll. You can look at the executive summary. Look at the technical analysis and everything. What I'm going to do right now is, since I'm already on the desktop showing this, I'm going to go ahead and switch it now to the right. And now you get to see it on the desktop mode. This is for Clover. Look how beautiful and elegant this research is. It says here, this report provides a comprehensive analysis of CLOV based on our proprietary models. Our stock trades assigns a bullish outlook for the medium term. The technical analysis across 5 distinct timeframes indicates a mixed but leaning negative sentiment with 2 bullish signals versus 3 bearish signals. This suggests that the current trend has underlying weakness. Our quantitative analysis using a 5,000 path Monte Carlo simulation projected over 50 days from the daily chart forecast a base median price of $3.26, which is a 6.82% change from the current price. A bullish 95 percentile of $5.56 and a bearish 5th percentile of $1.91. From a fundamental perspective, our analysis of institutional ownership reveals a bullish sentiment because it looks at the quarterly filing data, guys. Here's the most strongest part. Now you get to look side by side looking at the support and resistance lines. You can see on the minute chart, it rebounded off of the 302. But hey, it broke out of the 310. So we got to see if it can make the 310. Likewise, now that 296 is where everyone's looking at. Can it handle? It's touched near there a few times, so this may be a potential bottom. But then not to worry, we have that 287 here. Right? Likewise, once we pass these shenanigans, you can see the next level of resistance will be $9.31. Then we have our analysis for the Fibonacci sequence retracements. You can see on the Fib side that 301 was a great support level, right? Now we're attempting to bounce back. You see how these side-by-side view analysis helps? So now to all the Lifetime Access members, you can go ahead and put this in your triple moat and triple dragon research. You can look at the whole quantitative analysis, which runs 25,000 simulations, 5,000 simulations for each time frame, which shows you where Clover could be. Then you can look at the fundamental analysis, and you can see they have a bullish score of 7 and a bear score of 2. Likewise, you have these standard views that shows you investor holdings has been greater than what we've seen before. It's in a beautiful, dynamic, professional, graded data that you would normally see on a desk of a Wall Street firm. You have institutional ownership rising. You can see here, we calculate both Class A plus Class B to give a more accurate description. Look at the number of new positions. Look at the increased positions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very powerful report. This is a historic 25-year view. Look at the investor holdings for Clover. It has never been this high ever in the history of the company. You have this report at the palm of your hands. Look at the analyst estimates. You also have the fundamental analyst estimates for the revenues for the low, high, and average. Beautifully, you could go ahead and take a look at net income. And you could see net income, Wall Street is expecting it to flip positive in 2028. But we know, due to our other research, that analysts, these are coming from analysts, they're liars. We think they're going to be profitable in 2026. They don't want you to know this. You see how negative that is? That's a lie. They did this on purpose. They try to screw the data up. And they try to make this as a break even. When in reality, I think we're going to be profitable in 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the Al Stock Trades terminal can be accessed through your phone now. Very quickly, look at the UnitedHealthcare group. I'm going to just read you just the executive summary. It shows a bearish outlook. It has one bullish signal and 4 bearish signals. It thinks in the next 50 days it's going to go to 283. Institutional ownership is bearish, meaning that big boy hedge funds and big boy and girl hedge funds are both bearish. Look at the sleek modern design, right? So I'm very excited to show you guys this. You could see here, this is the power of the stock terminal. You could go ahead, type in Palantir, and within literally a few seconds, it shows this beautiful design that you can access directly from your phone. You look at the daily chart, you put in analyst estimates. We are revolutionizing how retail investors can have access to Wall Street, and we're giving you data directly from the palm of your hands. This is exactly why the sale is going to be ending today. This is a very expensive to do. This is expensive research because all this research now is conglomerated and all that computational power is hitting our servers. So rest assured, any phone can handle this and any computer. Welcome to the future of our stock trades. God bless you all, and I can't wait to see what you find.